welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to learn router, navigation and nested routes and dynamic routes and understand how routing works in a modern applications. The essential routes concepts using React Router for a developer and a software engineer explore the how routing enhances in a single page application for a seamless navigation and dynamic content delivery. Routing. Routing is the process of deciding which component should be shown based on the URL. It is very important in a single page application because of it let us move between without reloading the entire page. React Router stands out as one of popular libraries for the purpose of powering efficient client-side routing in a React ecosystems. The benefits are improved user experience and structured navigation and supports for nested layouts and dynamic content. The basic navigation in a React router. Navigation means switching between the different pages in an app. In a router, the main components are browser router, which wraps the app, routes, container all the routes definitions, and route, which defines a single path, and link or nav link, which let us move between pages. Here is a simple code where the defines routes the home and about. Clicking the one link changes the view without refreshing the page. Assume as browser router is a traffic management for your app. It watches the browser URL and tells React which page component to show. Routes plus route. Routes is like a list of possible routes. Each route says if the URL looks like this, show that component. Example, URL is show home, URL is about, show about. Links, how like an anchor tag but without reloading the or refreshing the whole page. Clicking it only tells about React router. Switch the view to this route. What happens when you click a link? You click about, the React router changes the URL to about without refreshing. It changes all routes inside the route. It finds the path about, so it shows about page. React only updates that part of the page. Everything feels instant. In short, we will say about a browser router equal to manager, routes equal to map of all pages, route equal to one page, link equal to button to move between the pages. Key features of navigation. Navigation works like a single page application and it behaves by using the browser history API to virtual demo updates, avoiding costly full page reloads and ensuring smooth interactions. And it uses virtual demo updates instead of page reloads. It makes linking between the components very easily. And with the navlink, we can create and highlight the active route. Additional perks includes built-in support for a search parameters and hash-based routing and making for various app architectures. Nested routes. Nested routes meaning routes inside the parent route. Example, in a dashboard we can have sections like states and settings. We use outlet to render child routes inside the parent component. The promotes modular design by rendering child content inside a parent layout using the outlet. The common application includes user profiles with the subsections like info, order, admin panels with the states and settings tabs. Here is the example of parent layout and child roots. And I will explain each one. Dashboard H2. This displays the title dashboard, nav, navigation bar with links. One link goes to the states, another link goes to the settings page. Outlet is a special placeholder where the child roots content will be shown. Think of it like a parent layout that contains the header and navigation and the child pages will inside it. And second one, child root. Parent root has dashboard component. Child root states when you visit the dashboard. In dashboard we have states. It shows the when you click on it, it shows the states page. Another one is settings page. When you click or when you visit dashboard, in this dashboard we have settings heading. When you click on it, it shows the settings page. Dashboard is a parent component. States and settings are child pages shown inside the dashboard. Outlet is a used to load whichever child root is active. Advantages of nested roots. Nested roots are make layouts modular, allow cost reuse, and very helpful is building structured apps like profiles, dashboards, and e-commerce websites. Module layouts are nested roots facility reusable for parent layout such as shared sidebars or headers. Codes reuse. Parents can encapsulate common logic and UI while the children focus on specific content and develop and maintenance. Section management perfect for handling submodules like a profile page with info orders and settings each assemble by URL paths like a profile in that orders. Dynamic routes. Dynamic routes are routes that can change based on the URL parameters. They allow to create flexible URLs for resources like a user profiles, products, or posts without having they define a separate route for each item. The state in this we have two types: static route and dynamic route. All Static route always renders the same component. Dynamic routes renders the different content depending on the id, and these are assigned using the user forms hook which extract urls parameters as an object for use in components. They are essential for data driven apps, enable flexing, parameterized navigation, the scales with the user generated or a database sourced content. The advantages of dynamic routes: reusable components, scalable, flexible navigation, easier data fetching. Suppose the nesting. Suppose the nesting means it combined with the nested routes for a complex layouts. Easier data fetching, you can fetch API data based on the dynamic parameters. You can flexible navigation means you can link to the any item dynamically using link or navigate. Scalable, no need to create separate routes for every time. Reusable components means nothing but one component can handle multiple users, sorry, URLs. Example: user profile pages, user 1 and user 2, product pages, product 1 and product 2, blog spots, blog reacts hooks, blog router v6. Admin dashboards we have settings, users, and etc. Comparing the all the Features. To summarize the three topics, navigation is moving to simple static pages, nested routes are structure and parent to child navigation, dynamic routes are variable data inside the URL. The key features are the key takeaways are navigation helps to switching pages, nested routes for organizing routes, dynamic routes are let us pass parameters in the URL. These features help us to build modular, scalable, and user friendly apps. Now I will show the code implementation of these three topics. This is the app.js, which is navigation link code. In React Router, we use the browser router which wraps the app, which I told earlier. It holds all our routes definitions and route the for each page. For a navigation, we use link. Here I created, as you can see here, this is the live demo of this code. Uh, when you run in browser, when I click home and it appears home page, when I click about, it appears about page. This is the basic navigation. For a nested routes, I created dashboard.js. Now it looks like a nested routes. Here is the dashboard in parent root. Inside it we have child routes like states and settings. In the dashboard component, I use outlet. This is the way child root states or settings will be rendered. When I click, I will show demo. When I click to the dashboard, it appears like this. It appears a dashboard and we can see here states and settings. When you click on the states, it appears state space. When you click on the settings space, it appears setting space. This is the dynamic route. The ID is a parameter that can change dynamically in the URL. In this user component, I use params hook to capture the ID from the URL. So I can go to user, it appears user ID. Now I will show you how to run and which command I used. Should be used, not used. Here when we type npm start, as you can see here, this is the live demo which I said earlier. When I click on the home page, it appears home page. When I click on the about page, it appears about page. When I click on the dashboard, in this dashboard we have states and settings. When we click on states, it appears state space. It is a sample, not a actual, or it is a demo, not actual code. It is a demo. When we click on the settings, it appears setting space. When you click on the user, it appears user ID. In this video we quickly recap what we discussed on this video. The basic navigation and nested routes and dynamic routes. Basic navigation using link and route, nested routes using outlet inside the parent route, dynamic routes using parameter with use PAMs. In these features help us to build modular, scalable, and user-friendly web applications. Thank you for watching. Thank you.